Good morning. It's the 13th of June. And it's hard to believe that the lockdown was called nearly 12 weeks ago. For some people, they have really enjoyed the lockdown in many ways, that they've got things done about the house. But for others, it has been a really difficult time, and a time where you just maybe feel like giving up. Well, God's word speaks into that situation today, as we find in Psalm 61. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. Let me dwell in your tent forever. Let me take refuge under the shelter of your wings. For you, O God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Prolong the life of the king. May his years endure to all generations. May he be enthroned forever before God. Appoint steadfast love and faithfulness to watch over him. So will I ever sing praises to your name as I perform my vows day after day. When his son Absalom rebelled against him, David had to flee from Jerusalem to save his life. And out of that experience, he wrote this psalm: Hear my cry, O God, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry to you. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been a shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. David was asking for God's help and strength. He may have been in a cave whenever he wrote these words, or hiding in a shelter in the wilderness. We don't know, but his true rock was God. His true shelter and his true strong tower was God. It's good to know that whenever we are away from the safety of home and city, we still have safety in the Lord. But David was also abiding. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. This means the Holy of Holies, where the wings of the cherubim overshadow the Ark of the Covenant. We might ask, how can you abide in the tabernacle, David? You are way out there in the wilderness. You're running away. But David would say, my God is always with me. As long as I abide in him, I am abiding in his tabernacle. David realized he didn't need city walls for protection. God was his rock. He didn't need the safety of the tabernacle for his worship. God was his tabernacle. But David was also rejoicing. So I will sing praises to your name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. When you bring your request to God and rely on him, you discover that you can rejoice in him. For you, O Lord, have heard my vows. You will prolong the king's life. And God answered David's prayer. What is God to you? He is your rock, your shelter, your strong tower, your tabernacle. Are you trusting him to meet your specific needs today? God never intended that his people throw in the towel. Remember these truths. You can always rejoice in God's protection. Apply the truths of the psalm into your situation today. May God bless you throughout the rest of the day.